Let's talk about how to turn rejection into redirection. Stay tuned to find out. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rashida, and this is Conquering the Woman Within. And if nobody told you that they love you today, I love you and you are loved. So welcome back. Thank you for stopping by once again to view my video. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Go grab a coffee, go grab a tea, a soda, whatever your drink of choice. You may want to grab something to write some notes on. So come on in, take a seat, and let's get started. So today's topic that we're going to talk about is how to overcome rejection with redirection. And I know some of you probably saying, rejection, how do you overcome rejection with redirection? So I'm going to tell you about that right now. Okay. So as painful as rejection can be, and rejection hurts, rejection disappoints, it makes you feel hurt, it turns your life upside down. But if we put our foot down and not look at it in that perspective, we can turn that rejection around and have it redirect us to a new opportunity. So I'm going to explain what that means now. Okay. So rather than look at rejection as a setback or a failure, embrace rejection as a form of redirection, leading you to personal growth and greater success. So when we get rejected, let's take, for instance, you went on a job interview and you didn't get the job and you really thought you had the job. So they sent you an email or they called you and they said, we decided to go with someone else, blah, blah, blah. And that really hurts because I've been there as well. And we all have, where we really thought we had a job. We may have went through one interview, the second interview. And then when we got to that final interview, they tell you, oh, we decided to go with someone else. But you know what? It's not the end. Yes, it hurts, but how can we turn that rejection around and redirect it into a new opportunity? So the first thing we can do is reframing rejection. Understand that rejection is not a reflection of your worth, but a sign that something better is coming. So when we get rejected from something, it can either be a blessing to another window opening or a door opening, or it can be because it's protecting us from something. Because sometimes we may want something so bad and we may not know what's on the other side of that door when it opens. So what we do is we'll say, oh Lord, please bless me with this job, blah, 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 blah. You know, I really want it. I really want it. And then when we get it, it wasn't what we thought it would be. And then we want to quit because, things are hard and it's just not working out. And, but we really wanted it. So instead of when a door shuts, because that's what rejection is, a shut door that won't open, let's say, okay, since this door is not my door, I'm going to wait for the right door to open. And that's what rejection does. Rejection leads us to the right door. So how do we know what's the right door? You'll know what the right door is because everything will fall into place. When we're rejected from door number one, and then if we wait and say, okay, so how can I look for a better job opportunity? Keep searching. Keep searching. Keep putting in that resume because the right door is going to open. If you got rejected from that first job, don't worry about it. Yes, we get emotional, we get disappointed, but like I said, rejection brings us to another door, which becomes something better, a better opportunity. So let's move on. Okay, shift your mindset. Instead of I failed, say I am being guided towards something better, because that's what rejection does. Rejection guides us to something better. We don't have to worry about or try to bang on the door when the door is shut. Leave that door alone because it's not your door. Whether it's a job, a relationship, you may even try to buy a house, right? You put in your offer, you did everything, and everything fell through. So you know what? You're not going to sit there. You're not going to say, oh my goodness, this was my house. I thought it was mine and blah, 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 blah. Keep going. Your house is coming. That house is out there. Rejection leads us to redirection, which brings us to better opportunities. Another blessing is coming. Another window is going to open. And you know what? The house that you lost, that new one that's coming is going to be better than the one you lost. Okay, it could be a relationship. You was in a long-term relationship for a long time, or even a marriage. When things begin to grow apart, and it does happen, yes, it's going to take some time to get over it, but we're going to give ourselves some time to process those emotions, but we don't want to stay there and park. We don't want to become depressed, whereas we want to get out the bed because, this relationship is over, or he rejected me, or, whatever the situation may be. Give yourself some time to process what you're going through, process your emotions, process that grief, because being in a long-term relationship and then all of a sudden it's over, it does take a toll on you. But give yourself some time to process that, and then it's time to take care of you. It's time to love on you. It's time to process and grow. How do we grow from this rejection? Because rejection helps us to move forward and not backwards. Rejection helps us to move forward in a better direction. Because remember, rejection leads us to redirection, which leads us to something better. And we want better. We don't want to stay in the same area of being stuck and complacent because we don't know how to move on. We will learn how to move on. It's just going to take some time, but every day we take a step, and it brings us closer and closer and closer to a new opportunity, to a new blessing, and we keep going from there. Okay, look for the lesson in it. What can you learn from this? What can I learn from this rejection? What can you learn from this experience? You know what? You can go and write down what you're thinking, write down what you're feeling. That will help you process those thoughts even better. When we write them down and we get them out of our head and we look at them on paper, okay, what can help me do better next time? For with a job, for instance, okay, I didn't get this job. What am I looking for in a job? How can it may be time for you to start a business. You never know. It may be time for you to start a business or change career fields. Are you happy in the current job that you were in? Okay, because sometimes we can be in a job and we be there for years and we got comfortable because it's a consistent paycheck, but we're not happy. And it's paying the bills, but we're not happy. We're miserable. We hate getting up, going to work. But when that door shuts, it's time to move forward. It's time to say, okay, what would I enjoy doing? What job field or career would I enjoy working in, where I am going to be happy, where I am going to look forward of getting up every morning and going to work? Because going to work and being miserable, I've been there and done that, and I'm sure all of us have. It is not a good look. It is not healthy on you, because it just makes you drag out the days. You become part of the rat race, and it's just continuous. It becomes a tradition just to continue, just to keep getting up and going every day. And then, you're not really helping nobody. You're not even helping yourself. You're going through the routine, you're going through the rigmarole, but that's just it. So I want to be somewhere where I can help people, where I am happy and it's fulfilling. I don't want to be somewhere where I'm miserable and I hate going to work. I've done that and I did not like it. And that was the majority of my life until I found what I really love. And what I really love is helping others. So we're going to move on. Okay. So building resilience. So how can we do that? Acknowledge your feelings, but do not dwell on them. Yes, like I said, especially with a long-term relationship, or if you thought you had that job and you didn't get it, or a house, or you wanted to accomplish a goal and it failed, but that's not the end. Give yourself time to process those emotions, process that disappointment, and then it's time to redirect that rejection into something better. Now, develop self compassion. Treat yourself with kindness during those tough times. Don't beat yourself up. Don't continue to keep playing it over and over and over. Oh, I could have done this, or I should have done that. Nope, we're not going to do that. We are going to process those emotions, and then we are going to let them go gradually, slowly but surely. We're going to let them go. And then we're going to redirect our minds to say, okay, what can we do now to move us forward to where we want to go? Surround yourself with supportive people who uplift and encourage you. That is so important. If you are in a toxic environment, you will not grow. You will not grow. And I've been in a toxic environment the majority of my life. And those people kept telling me, oh, you're not going to be able to do this. And they just kept telling me I couldn't, I can't, it's not going to work. And I believed them. And I sat there amongst those people for so long. And I stayed stuck and stagnant in the same place year after year after year because I thought they were right. Well, you know what? They turned out to be wrong. And when I removed myself from that toxic environment, my life began to change. And I surrounded myself with people that could help me, that were on the same page with me, that encouraged me, that motivated me, that inspired me. And that took me in a whole new direction. So coming out of that environment where people were not, they were tolerating me. You don't want to be around people who tolerate you. You want to be around people who celebrate you, because people who tolerate you really don't care about you. So let's move on. So always surround yourself with supportive, positive people who are going to be on your team, who are going to help you grow, and who is going in the same direction as you, because you need that. They can help mentor you. So let's keep going. Okay. Turning rejection into redirection. Identify the new paths where you want to go. Like I said, with that job, maybe you want to think about changing career fields if that's what you want to do. Or if this is something that you're happy with, then move forward and go ahead and put your resume into another opportunity. Put your resume on like a LinkedIn or something, or whatever a job site is that you're currently using, because the job is coming, the job is out there. Okay, with a relationship, instead of trying to focus on, okay, getting into another relationship, don't do that, because you're still hurting, you're still vulnerable, and then jumping right out of one relationship into another is going to bring all of that baggage, all of that rejection, all of that hurt, all of that pain into a new relationship. So what you want to do after that relationship is it's time for you to heal. You need to heal your heart, you need to heal your mind. So it's time for you to focus on you, focus on self love, focus on building yourself back up so that you can get your power and authority back, and to be able to wake up that woman within and stand on your own. So focus on loving on you right now. Okay. And with those goals, we're going to write out a new set of goals. We're not going to focus on what didn't work. We're going to focus on what's going to work now. And we're going to keep going. Don't stop. Just keep going. Okay. So ask yourself this: what if this wasn't happening to me, but it happened for me? What if this was happening not to me, but it was happening for me? Okay. What I'm saying when I ask you that question is, it could have been, like I said, it could have been protecting you from something. This could have been an opportunity to help you see, okay, this is not it. Let's continue to keep going. Let's continue to keep moving forward. So now that this rejection happened, let's turn it around. Let's focus on moving forward, and let's focus on going in a different direction. Okay. So practical steps to help us embrace redirection. Keep a journal. Keep a journal. Every time something doesn't work out, write it down. And then write about your experiences and what you learned from it. Why didn't it work out? Okay. Practice gratitude. Focus on the positives in your life. What are some positive things that's going on in your life right now, instead of focusing on that hurt, focusing on that rejection or that disappointment? Waking up each morning, opening your eyes, that's a positive perspective. Going outside, taking a walk, loving on your family, whatever it is, whatever positive is going on in your life, focus on that. Stay open to new possibilities. And that's what rejection does. Rejection brings new possibilities to our lives. Sometimes rejection leads to unexpected and wonderful opportunities. Always remember that. When one door closes, another one opens. And we know that saying. So this is true for rejection. When rejection comes, we turn that rejection around into redirection to lead us to a better opportunity. Okay. So rejection is not the end of your journey. It is a nudge in the right direction. So by embracing rejection as redirection, you can unlock new opportunities. You can grow stronger because when the next challenge or rejection comes, it won't knock us down. We'll remember from the last time and say, well, you know what? This wasn't my door. This wasn't for me. So I'm going to continue to keep moving forward and I'm going to grow and achieve my true potential. Okay, so let's continue to keep going. Instead of dwelling on what didn't work, take action. Refine your resume. If you were rejected in a relationship, like I said, focus on self-love and personal growth. So that's what you can do now to focus on yourself. Connect with like-minded people. You might want to be around people who inspire you and uplift you to continue to keep going. Because if you're around negative people, like I said before, it's not going to work. They're going to continue to keep telling you that, oh, that wasn't for you anyway, and you shouldn't be trying for that. Don't listen to them. Keep going. Invest in yourself. Learn something new. That's important. Read a book. Maybe it's a book you've been wanting to read for a long time. Go out and buy that book or read it. Go take a walk. Some you might want to hike. I like being outside in nature because it gives me a peace of mind, listening to the birds, smelling the fresh air, and it helps me just to have a new perspective on life. It helps me to think new thoughts, positive thoughts, because if we're continuously thinking negative thoughts, that's not going to help you either. That's going to keep you stuck in your mindset, and you're not going to change, and you're not going to transform, and you're not going to even process this information that I'm giving you now, because it's going to continue to keep locking everything out like a locked door. So, in order for us to process things, make sure that you are releasing. So, you may want to write in a journal, or write, and on a piece of paper. Release, because the more that we put in over and over again, like a garbage can, if you continue to keep, the garbage can is full, and if you continue to keep putting things in it over and over and over, it's going to run over. And that's what's going on with our minds. If we continue to try to put new information in, our minds will not process it because we're continuously focusing on old negative thoughts. So get rid of that stinking thinking, those toxic thoughts, and put new ones in there, because that's what we want to do. We want to transform. We want to renew our mind. We want to renew our thinking. We don't want to continue year after year to have negative thinking, because negative thinking doesn't lead you anywhere. It keeps you stuck. It keeps you complacent and in the same place year after year. And then when that year is gone, it's like, oh my goodness, I'm still sitting in the same place. So make sure that you are releasing those toxic thoughts, release that rejection, release whatever it is that's keeping you stuck and stagnant, so that you can fill your mind with new information that's going to help you grow and mature and move forward, and not keep you stuck and stagnant in the same place year after year. Okay, so now what we're going to do is write down 3 new goals based on what you learned from rejection. What did you learn from it? Outline small actionable steps to help you achieve them. How can I move forward? What can I do next? I got rejected from this, so what could I do now? So write down 3 goals that's going to help you to move on to the next thing. Celebrate those small wins. Acknowledge every step forward, no matter how small. Keep a journal. Like I just said, writing in this journal. You're going to keep a journal for your wins, whether it's small. And believe me, don't despise small beginnings, because everybody started from somewhere. They didn't just make it out overnight. Some might have did, I don't know. But you know what? 9 times out of 10, they started from somewhere small. And then it just grew and grew and grew, because they kept going. They kept being consistent. They kept being persistent, and they kept moving forward. So write down those small successes, and just every time a rejection come, look back at it and say, okay, this was a small win. So now I know this works, so I'm going to keep going and focus on that. Okay, so take bold action and keep moving. Push past fear. Push outside of your comfort zone, because that's where majority of us are, in this comfort zone, and we don't know how to get out. So what you're going to do is push past that fear. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to sit here another year and let fear keep me from living my dreams, achieving my goal. Whatever it is that you're trying to do or want to achieve, you can do it. Don't let fear stop you. Apply for that next opportunity. Start that new project. Start that business. Whatever it is, take that leap forward towards achieving your goals and dreams. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let that rejection play in your mind on a loop and have you stay stuck, stagnant, and fearful because you don't know what to do next. So I'm giving you some tips now that can help you move forward. Okay, so rejection is not the end. It's just a detour. It's just taking us in a different direction. It's taking us to a new blessing, a new opportunity, or it's protecting us from something. So every setback and an opportunity is to build resilience, clarity, and confidence. So I'm going to say that again. Every setback, that rejection, is an opportunity to build resilience, clarity, and confidence. So now I'm going to give you some homework. I'm going to give you a reflection question that I want you to think about. Think of a time you were rejected and how did it lead you to something better? That's just something you can ponder on. Think about a time you rejected and how did it lead you to something better? There was a better opportunity that was waiting for you when you got rejected. What happened? And how did it lead you to something better? Because that's what rejection does. Rejection comes and it tries to stop us in our tracks, but don't allow it to. Take that rejection, turn it into redirection, and redirect yourself into another avenue, another opportunity because it's on the way. Another job is on the way. Another relationship is on the way. But in the meantime, don't jump from one into another. Give yourself self love. Help yourself to renew and transform yourself inside to become a better person, to become a better woman. You know, we're here to wake up that sleeping woman within. She's gradually growing, she's gradually awakened, and the more we put in here, the more we renew and transform our mind. She's going to be up before you know it. She's going to be stronger, she's going to be better, she's going to be resilient because we as women can bounce back from anything. You know, we may get knocked down a couple of times, but we always get back up. And that's what rejection does. It comes to knock us down, but we always get back up. Okay, so what I wanted to do was leave you with one thing. Down below in the description, there is a free worksheet that you can use, a reflection worksheet to help you in working towards getting over rejection and how to redirect yourself. So you can download that. That's a free worksheet for you down in the description. Just click on the link and it'll take you to download a PDF of a free worksheet that will help you better when trying to redirect rejection. Redirect that rejection into a better opportunity. So, this is the end of the video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If this video helped you and you think it can help somebody else, please share it with them so that they can be motivated and inspired to get past rejection and redirect themselves as well. So, until next time, have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.